Hello everybody, I'm John Self, and welcome to Self Perspective, a weekly video blog with information and insight to help you manage your career. Today's video blog is all about doing what it takes to succeed in a job search today, and all of those steps that you probably may not be comfortable taking that are essential. Let me tell you a story and give you an illustration of what I'm talking about. Doug was a COO of a regional health system. He had a great relationship with his boss. He was the go-to guy, the number 2 person in the organization. He had an incredible record of accomplishment. He enjoyed the confidence of the board and the community. The CEO was about 3 years from retirement, and he was very interested in merging with a pretty fierce competitor in a neighboring community. And so he began doing his research and found that that hospital, which had historically been very financially secure and beloved in the community, had suffered some setbacks. Most recently, they'd had a very bad implementation with an EHR that cost a lot of money. The doctors weren't happy, the board was extremely unhappy, and the CEO was feeling a lot of pressure. Well, Doug's boss saw that the time was right, and he struck. He made an offer, the boards got together, and quickly a deal was struck. Doug was told initially that his position was safe. Now, the CEO who was being acquired, he prided himself at being quite the deal maker. And he began to hear rumblings amongst the doctors and the community that he had caved, and he really hadn't struck a very good deal. So with the support of his board, they threw a last-minute curveball and insisted that Doug leave the organization and be replaced by the acquired system's COO, who would then be the CEO when Doug's boss retired in 3 years. Doug was just stunned. He was angry. The boss knew it was a big blow, so he put together an incredibly generous outplacement or transition agreement. He got 2 years full salary, full benefits. He got a very liberal outplacement bonus. He got other types of assistance and a one-time change of ownership bonus of $400,000. Well, Doug was stunned with the generosity, but that did not assuage his anger. He and his wife agreed it was not going to be a good idea for them to stay in the community, and so they relocated to a major metropolitan community about 3 hours away. And from that point, he was going to launch his job search. And that's when he ran into another huge, you could say, shocking surprise. Doug hadn't been in the job market for 15 years or more, and he was stunned to find that the old-fashioned way of looking for a job was gone, baby, gone. He was now dealing in a digital world. He was crushed when his coach told him he was woefully unprepared, and he chafed having to use social media to promote his image. He just wasn't going to do it. And when the coach told him he needed to be in his office 30 to 40 hours a week and make 40 to 50 phone calls a week networking, he was apoplectic. He was not going to do that. He was told he had to schedule coffees and lunches 4 or 5 times a week, and he needed to regularly attend professional networking, breakfast, and other meetings. Well, this was not anything Doug was interested in hearing, and so he dug in his heels. And now, 14 or 15 months later, with no job, Doug realized that he didn't have much of a choice. His coach told him that if he stayed out much beyond 2 years, the chances of finding a great replacement position would diminish dramatically. These are things you have to do today. They're tough. Many baby boomers don't like the idea of using social media. But guess what? Guess who staffs the health system recruiting offices? Millennials. Guess who handles a lot of the research for the search firms? Millennials. Guess what the millennials do to help them conduct searches and source candidates? They use social media. So you have to change. These are different times. There are people that are saying, I'll never do that. And those people are sitting on the sidelines. Now, is it possible that you could find a job without having to do all those things? Yes. But it's also possible that lightning will strike. If you have questions, please contact me at careertransitions@johngself.com. We'll be happy to give you a no obligation assessment of where you stand and give you some guidance in the event that you fall prey to a downsizing or termination. Don't be a Doug. Be prepared. You have to do some of these things that you may not want to do. It's essential. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.